Hey, this podcast holds nothing sacred. This is Life, Tech, and Sundry. And what is Sundry? It's our experiences put in a melting pot to the internet. So join us on this wild ride called the LTS Podcast. Follow us at LT Sundry on Twitter, LTS.pod on Instagram, Life, Tech, and Sundry on YouTube, and all your favorite podcast distribution services. Stay frosty.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Over. It's ominous out there. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up, but it's storming. It's raining. The old man is snoring. But yeah, dear listeners, welcome to the LTS Out of Office. My name is Marcos Lopez. And today, I will share with you a little story time. Let's go. Fact checkers. Your guide to winning any internet argument with receipts. Welcome to the LTS Out of Office podcast. I'm your host, Marcos Lopez, and we're handing you the ultimate patch notes for the internet's most chaotic game, reality. You know the feeling. You're deep in a doom scroll session when a headline flashes past that makes you feel there's a glitch in the simulation. Is this new information gospel truth or just some well-written fanfic? Before you crash out and share, you need to know who to trust. Meet the players. The crowd versus the pros. Not all fact checkers are built the same. Think of them as different character classes, each with their own unique skill tree and ultimate abilities. From the rogue to the scout to the heavy to the medic to the sniper, all those characters. If you played Team Fortress 2, if you played Overwatch, if you played what's another one? You already know the deal. The crowd-sourced crew. These are the players running user-generated content, for better or for worse. It's community notes from X, formerly known as Twitter. This is the online equivalent of the lobby chat during a 24/7 Nuketown playlist in Call of Duty. Amidst the endless explosions and spawn, die, repeat cycle, you might get one perfect game-saving call-out from a teammate. The rest is just pure, unfiltered chaos, insults, and someone chewing directly in their microphone. I remember those days. Leroy Jenkins. A helpful community note is that one crystal clear call-out that cuts through the noise. Basically, what's their vibe? Unpredictable, lightning fast, and the only thing that might save you from an enemy hiding behind the welcome sign. Nuketown. Vote for Nuketown. And now, sliding into Snopes, the OG internet detective. Think of Snopes as the Witcher, Geralt of Rivia specifically, but for the web. For decades now, it's been taking on contracts to hunt down monstrous rumors and bizarre chain emails that your parents still forward you. It's run by pros, but its mission is to take on every side quest, no matter how weird. They're getting paid after all. You best believe they're going to give you the best job possible. What's the vibe of Snopes? It's a seasoned monster hunter who's seen it all and will tell you exactly which silver sword or primary source is needed to slay the beast of misinformation. And now, sliding into the varsity squad of verification. These are the S-tier guilds with the best loot and maxed out stats. League of Legends, Wizards 101, I don't think so, man. PolitiFact, known for the truthometer, they take a politician's statement, analyze it frame by frame, and slap it with a rating from true or the legendary pants on fire. It's basically landing a perfect counter that inflicts a burn status effect on misinformation. What's their vibe? The hardcore player who has memorized every attack pattern and knows the exact moment to parry. Elden Rings. Or Dark Souls, the professional ones. Those are different people. Factcheck.org. The data miners and lore masters backed by an Ivy League university in Pennsylvania. They don't just give you a simple rating. They dig into the code of the claim, analyzing every line to give you the unvarnished truth, like a YouTuber explaining the deep-hitting lore of a franchise. AKA maybe the Waffle House story by the Fat Electrician, or maybe Taco Bell, again by the Fat Electrician. If you know, you know. What's their vibe? The person who writes the exhaustive wiki guide that everyone has open on their second monitor. I mean, I have it on my phone open sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. And then there's another company, the Washington Post fact checker. This team operates like the Time Variance Authority from Loki. If you watch that show or read the comics, you already know. I recommend them, pretty good. They look at a statement and decide if it belongs on the sacred timeline of truth. If it doesn't, they don't just debunk it, they tag it with up to 4 Pinocchios, effectively pruning it from the timeline of reality for anyone paying attention. Pay attention, are you hearing this? Pinocchio ratings. What's their vibe? What's their objective? What do I feel from this? The all-powerful arbiter of canon, backed by an ancient and powerful institute. If you know about the Washington Post, alongside with any company, I'd say has like a news group that has the Post rating. I don't know, man, but Washington Post, I feel like it's up there. New York Post. Every state, I think, of the United States has that Post at the end of their newspaper. Is it good or bad? Choice is yours. A different beast. The UI modders. What's a mod, you say? Or UI by that point. If you're not into the computer stuff, it's basically how you interact with your computer or your phone, your laptop, your tablet, your game even. You can alter the UI if you just want to have a frame counter on your phone. If you want to see statistics of how you tap, what are your most popular letters that you tap, your apps. I think I'm a user of YouTube Music. It shows there's a stats that shows me all that I can import. Who do I listen more? What podcasts? What music I listen more to? Every single app probably has their internal statistics. Anyways, I think I'm rambling. So where do services like Ground News or All Sides fit in this meta? They're not characters in the game. They're the user interface, also known as UI mods, you install to see the hidden stats. These are the media literacy tools. They don't tell you if a specific claim is true. Instead, they show you how different news outlets and creators are framing the same topic. Take a complex subject, like a breakthrough in fusion energy, the kind of thing tech journalist Cleo Abram covers with hopeful curiosity on her YouTube channel. I follow her. I highly recommend it. It's interesting. Keeps me entertained and informed. Let's break it down. Let's compare them. PolitiFact might tell you if a politician claims about the cost of that fusion plant is factually correct, versus Ground News shows you how a dozen different outlets frame the same breakthrough. An example with Cleo Abrams' angle. How fusion energy could power the future, and optimistic and explanatory, versus a left-leaning outlet. I don't know which one, because if I do give an example, best believe I'm going to get slapped with defamation or slander, so I'm not even going to say any. Billionaire-backed fusion project raises environmental and equity concerns versus a right-leaning outlet. American innovation unlocks fusion, securing energy independence. They all have a different style. I personally promote the one that I liked, Cleo Abrams' story. It's not, you can watch their channel. They have different stories, but I'm not even going to give you other news groups that are left-leaning or right-leaning because I don't want to expose myself. So put in your head whichever news group think would say this kind of title. They answer the question, what's the spin? Not, is it true? So what's the play? What should be your party build, if you will? In the co-op or PvE game of staying informed, you need a balanced party on your side. Think of it like this. The emergency room versus the specialist doctor versus the nutritionist. X's community notes is like the emergency room doctor. They are there fixing things right away. They'll tell you if that video is fake or old. It's quick and important, but it's not the whole story. You go to the specialist for that, like PolitiFact, factchecker.org, the Washington Post's service for that Pinocchio rating, and Snopes, finally, your Witcher of the internet. After you've been to the ER, they're the ones who do the in-depth stuff, like talk to other experts and give you the final, most reliable answer. It takes a while, but it's the truth. There's a saying that a lie can go around the world 10 times over versus the truth is barely putting their boots on. I think a famous US general said that in World War II. You can fact check me on that. Ground news is like a nutritionist though, for your news intake. They don't tell you what's wrong, but they look at your overall news diet. They help you see if you're only getting news from one source, so you can get a healthier, more balanced media diet. Again, I'm not going to listen about voting stuff with Cleo Abrams exclusively. That would be irresponsible on my side. So I would try to balance with other news groups. I'm not going to tell you which one because I don't feel like promoting them. None of them except Miss Cleo Abrams on her YouTube channel. I like the cut of her jib. I'm not here to criticize her either, but the content that she promotes, I would like you to be aware of it if you ever listen to it. Links will be in the description, by the way. All right then. Next time you're online, use the right tool, okay? Get the crowd's take, the pro's final word, and the big picture from the news raters. You know, like the famous quote, seek simplicity and distrust it. But also, there's another quote that says, it is a definition of insanity, repeating a question and expecting a different answer every time. Who said those? I don't remember. I might even get them wrong, so feel free to check them. For more stuff like this, play that algorithm game for me, please, by following, sharing, and liking the LTS Out of Office podcast. I'm your host, Marcos Lopez. Now, go be the smartest one in the group chat. If you want, stay frosty.